Hey, this is Knife Standards. Today I'm going to be doing a quick overview of the Benchmade Freek. This is the full-size version of another Benchmade that I really enjoyed, the Mini Freek. So we are going to go ahead and talk about this guy. This is on loan. So I just have it for a day or two. And we'll get into all of that in just a second. But first, please follow me at Knife Standards. You can follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for a lot more knife content and weekly knife reviews. All right, cool. So, of course, this is a Benchmade. I am not the biggest Benchmade fan, not a huge fan of the axis lock. But this is on loan from my friend. He loves his Benchmades, loves his Spydercos. This is the same friend that has loaned almost every Spyderco you've seen. and now he has sent over a few Benchmades for me to check out. I really appreciate it. I would give him a shout out, but he is not on social media at all. So again, really appreciate him sending these over, letting me check them out and borrow them. Now, I'm not going to use and abuse these. I'm sure he would be cool with it. He'd be okay with me using these like he does, and he's definitely a hard user of the knives that he owns. But that's not really my style when I'm borrowing knives. If the knife is not mine, I'm not going to beat it up or use it for anything crazy, especially because I don't have these for that long. You know, this is going to be in pocket for maybe a half a day or so. So this is, again, not a full review. It's just an overview. Just wanted to kind of check it out and give you guys my thoughts on it. So let's go ahead and talk about it. And let's go over materials first. First of all, let's just do a quick size comparison so you can see. If you guys have watched my channel, you know how much I really used to enjoy, really loved the Mini Freek. This was one of my go-to EDCs for a long time. Loved the size, and this was when I was into smaller knives. 3-inch blade, loved the size, kind of classic drop point. Durable, easy to carry, light. Really like this guy. But look at this. Look at the Freek. I mean, just... What a beast of a knife. This is a big knife. Definitely in the large category. And you know, sometimes when designers or makers say they have a mini version of their knife, it's, you know, it's like 1 inch smaller, and it's like not a huge change, and you're kind of like, well, okay. But this is serious. I mean, this is no joke. This is at least, I would think, at least half an inch or an inch on the blade, an inch and a half on the handle. Man, this is serious. So let's go ahead and I'll get the Mini Freek out of the way, since this is all about the Freek. I think this is, pretty sure this is G10. This is kind of Benchmade's, actually really nice, really nice G10. And if you were used to other companies' G10, I think aside from like Riot, other companies' G10, it just doesn't feel nice. I mean, to me personally, it feels super rough and kind of cheap. But Benchmade's G10, I don't know what they do to it, or if it's their proprietary thing or whatever, or if it's a different process, I don't know. But their G10 always feels really nice to me. It's, you know, milled down and chamfered and contoured, and this is really cool, this kind of ledging that they did. Very nice. It looks like layers. That's super cool. It feels great. It's smooth. There is a little bit of grip, but it's not like hurting my hand like normal G10 does. And when I say hurting my hand, I don't mean like, oh, my hand, but it's just like, when I go to pick up a knife with that crap G10, it just doesn't feel good. Like, I pick up the knife and I go, nope, and I put it right back down. Whereas this feels really nice. Love the way that feels. It's comfortable in hand, and it's a cool pattern. I don't know if I'm a fan of the red standoffs. It's like shiny red. I guess the liners are cool. They're more of like a muted maroon-ish, but the standoffs are a little wonky to me. if this had the same color scheme as the mini Osborne from, I guess it was a couple years ago now, where it had the blue accents. I think it was blue liner, and then the blue standoffs. Whew, man, that would be awesome. Anyway, maybe even a little bit of blue in the G10. Super cool. But of course, I enjoy blue more than red. You guys know this. For the blade, we got, again, that kind of classic drop point blade shape. We also have, of course, the Benchmade logo and these funny little tiny thumb studs, which I mean, they work well. I just always think they look a little bit too tiny for, especially for the size of this knife. I don't know. They just look, for Benchmades especially, the Benchmade always has these little thumb studs. Anyway, this blade on the Freek, on this version of the Freek, comes in M4, so it's coated M4, not gonna tarnish or rust on you nearly as fast as a satin M4. Someone would have to fill me in on how well the coating will protect the M4 blade steel, but I feel like if you're gonna have M4 and you're worried about it rusting, getting it coated is the way to go. Of course, this is stock. This came this way. I'm not sure. I don't think this is a special edition. I think this is just the Freek. I think this is how it comes. Coated M4, these cool kind of layered, almost like a camo-ish G10. And the red liners, red standoffs. Stock, yes, it must be stock. Stock clip. You can get the Benchmade deep carry clips, which I don't know if I like that any more than this. Not a huge fan of the Benchmade clips in general. Let's go ahead and check the action. And by the way, I'm not a huge Benchmade fan in general. I think it's a solid company. They do make good knives, don't get me wrong. Not a fan of, people freak out for the bug out. Not a fan of the bug out. I handled it once and I handed it right back. I thought, nope, no thank you. Overall, Benchmade is solid. I'm not a Benchmade hater, but if I'm gonna go out and buy a knife, I'm not looking at Benchmade first. The axis lock just doesn't really do it for me these days. I would much prefer liner or frame lock, but that's just me. I don't want to, harp on it too much and go on and on about how I would prefer a different knife, because I'm making these videos on Benchmade. Again, I really appreciate the chance to take a look at these. These are knives that I normally wouldn't have a chance to check out. So again, thank you to my friend for loaning these in. As far as action goes, and we'll go ahead and throw in, sounds too. Sounds are great on this. This might be the best sounding Benchmade that I have heard yet. Really nice. I mean, ooh, I don't know how that's translating to the audio for the video, like the sound in the camera, but it's nice. Really kind of a thwack. Action is good. This is smoother than the Osborne. It is also in on loan. Yeah, action is really good. Can I middle finger flick it? Yeah, it's not the most middle finger flick friendly action, but it does work. Ergos are very good. Full 4-finger grip and then some. Solid. I do like this jimping. The jimping is not only on the liners, but kind of extends up to the thumb studs, a little bit of a ramp. Very comfortable. Really comfortable. I do feel this stupid tip of the clip, which, it is what it is. Not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and check the edge on this guy. Yeah, it needs a little stropping. Oh no, it's okay. Let's see. No, it still could use a little strop. Yeah. My friend will, he'll sharpen that up. Not a big deal. Again, these are all used fairly heavily by my friend who loaned these in. So, we're not getting the factory edge on these little paper cut tests. Overall, I think this is a beast of a knife. We can see how it compares. I mean, now I hold the mini Osborne and I'm like, what is this, a knife for ants? It just feels like a toy, like so tiny now. It's crazy. Let's compare the thumb studs. Okay, I guess never mind. But yeah, it's just wild how tiny this is. I mean, this is a knife. Really solid, really cool beast of a knife. M4 blade steel. Yes, this does need to be sharpened, but that's no knock on Benchmade. Action is solid. Sounds are great. Texture, ergos. I don't like this clip. Is it my style per se? No, but it is on the larger side, and I do love that drop point blade shape. So overall, I think it is a very cool Benchmade. Am I going to go out and buy it? No, but I really appreciate my friend loaning this in, and of course the chance to check it out. That just about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Knife Standards. I will catch you later.